The project I'll be covering in this video, I believe, has got potential to do 100x in the next bull run. Welcome back to my channel, Bearman Crypto, for another video. So today I'm going to be taking you through a project in the Polkadot ecosystem that I believe has got 100x potential come the next bull run. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So what's that project? That project is Moonbeam. Moonbeam is a project which was second in the parachains which took place on Polkadot at the start of this year. It was one of the front runners that was highly anticipated during these parachains and has done well since. So a bit about Moonbeam. So Moonbeam is essentially more than just an EVM. It's a specialized layer 1 that mirrors Ethereum's Web3 RPC. As you can see here on the website, and the Moonbeam platform basically extends out into a lot of the Ethereum features. So basically what Moonbeam specializes in is cross-chain smart contracts. So it's looking at interoperability, which is quite interesting. So if we have a quick look at some of those projects that are on Moonbeam, here we can see some of the big projects. Let me just scroll down so you can see those. So these are some of the big projects that have launched on Moonbeam. You can see some big names here. So Darwinian, that was one of the ones that was also hyped during the parachains. A-Star, that's also working with Moonbeam, as well as Fala Network. Let's have a look what else is on here that's interesting. BeamSwap is basically an exchange, one that I'm also invested in. Again, not financial advice. What I'm just giving you with these videos is what I'm interested in. So please do your own further research before investing any of your hard-earned cash. Stellar Swap, again, that's another DEX which has been built on Moonbeam. So we've got some few interesting projects here that I think once things take off, they're going to be doing very well as part of this. So we've also got Curve Finance. We've also got obviously some established ones like Curve Finance, which are building on Moonbeam. And really they're drawn to that cross-chain interoperability that is giving the reason why they're building on Moonbeam. Another great project here, Synapse, one that I'll be looking to invest in. Just looking for the right buying opportunity to get involved in there. So one of the great things about the GLMR token, which is obviously Moonbeam, is if you buy your tokens, you can actually stake them on the Moonbeam blockchain. So there's a link here where you can go to the staking area. So as you can see, this is my account at the moment. So let's scroll down here. So I've got, how much have I got? I've got 1,622 GLMR currently staked with this collator here. You can see on the right hand side the juicy gains that I'm getting at the moment from my tokens which are staked. So it's definitely worthwhile looking into, and you can see where to stake your tokens. There's a website that is called Stake GLMR. It's quite a useful website. So when you go through it, you can see how many blocks the collators are generating, as well as the potential APY that you can earn. So just here on the website, which is called Stake GLMR, so stake GLMR.com. You can see all the various collators here. As you can see, so the one that we're looking at the moment is called Smart Money. On average, they're generating 27 0.71 blocks each round. APR is at 13.8%. So how I decide which collators to go for is I basically go for the ones that have got a star, as these are the ones that are well established and have been around for a while. So I don't purely just pick the ones with the highest APR, because some of those might not be fully established. So therefore you're risking your investment basically with that particular collator. So you can see here, this is another one that you can have a look at. You've got Tech Ninja here. So they're generating an average of 26.07 blocks at 14.3% APR. And one of the other things to note is over here, there's a specific amount that you need to stake to be able to access that pool. So if we're looking back at Smart Money here, you need to stake a minimum of 1040 Glimmer tokens before you can access that pool. So that's just something to bear in mind when you're staking your tokens. So yeah, so just having a look. So why do I think that Glimmer can potentially 100x in this next bull run? So let's just have a quick look on Gecko here. Moonbeam is ranked 164. Circulating supply is 429 million. Total supply is just over 1 billion. And over here we can see max supply. Max supply is infinity again, which means just there'll be some tokens emitted into the ecosystem, but that at a very low rate. You won't necessarily feel the impact of those emissions. And before we jump into the price, let me just quickly show you this. So this is a website that I use. It's called Token Unlocks. I find this very useful to understand, you know, if I was to invest in this project, is there going to be a whole host of tokens which are going to be dumped on me in the near future, and something just worth doing as part of your own research. So if we have a look at Moonbeam here, we can see that at the moment we've got close to 62% that have been unlocked, and there's the remaining 38% to be unlocked. And the rate that they're being unlocked is a very low rate. You can see here, I think this is the rate at 2.168%. So it's not going to have a massive impact. It's minimal. You're not going to have massive amount of tokens get dumped on you all of a sudden. And this shows down here, you can see the vesting schedule, which I think is quite useful. So just having a look, so it's very gradual in terms of how much tokens are entering the system. So the real big jump will probably be around middle of January, where the tokens will jump up to about 723 million. So again, not a massive amount. It gives me a bit more confidence when I'm investing that it's not all of a sudden going to dump on me once I've invested. So if we go back to CoinGecko, let's have a quick look. Just having a look at the price performance. So at the moment we are, as I said, sitting at 48 cents. If we just have a look at the last 90 days, where's the price been over the last 90 days? So, you know, it started off close to about 78 cents, and obviously we are in a bear market. This has gradually ebbed down to where we are now at 48 cents. But given that we're having a bit of a rally at the moment, where do I see the price going short term? And short term, I'm talking maybe the next week or so. We can see here, should we get a decent pump, I can see that we're probably going to head up to, I don't know, at best, maybe close to about 60 cents. If this full rally keeps continuing with the whole crypto market, I see us going back to about 60 cents short term. But really what I'm looking at is long term. And if we look at the full picture for Moonbeam, we can see when the token first went live on this chart, it shows a peak of around, you know, around $13.36, and an all-time high down here of $19.50. So if the price was to do a 10x, just a 10x alone, this will be putting the token price at about $4.80, which isn't, it is very much achievable. And I think if we just go back and have a look, April of this year, April 2022 this year, this token was sitting at $5.10. So just for a bit of context, April 2022, we're pretty much in a bear market, and this is how high the price was, which, is more than 10x from where the current price point is. And if we were to look down here, for it to reach back to all-time high, that is close to, I think that's close to a 40x that the price will do there. But I think the price is going to go much higher than that. And I think it is potentially going to go 100x given all the building that is happening on the platform and all the projects that are building on Moonbeam. And just for context, thinking of other tokens and how they're priced and how they performed last bull run, Polkadot alone hit a price point of close to about just over $50 to $60. So I think for Moonbeam, a price point of about $48, which is 100x from the current price, is very much achievable. That's all I wanted to give you in this video, folks. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe and like this video to make sure that the content gets circulated to other people. Make sure that you stick around and pay attention in these crypto markets. And thank you, and see you again in my next video.